All right, maintaining a structured diet and fitness plan is essential for managing body weight, but starting a new health journey, that can be challenging. As part of our 90 Days, 3 Ways Wellness series, we've invited registered dietitian, nutritionist, and director of NeXendo Wellness, Sasha Bayat, to share some helpful tips. Thank you so much for coming here today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
I feel like the first step is many of us have a hard time, myself included, sticking to a routine, a diet or a fitness routine. What advice do you have for that?
One of the biggest things is that it's not a one size fits all. So what's going to work for you may not work for me. So I think a big challenge is that I might go online or I might look somewhere and I might see that you might be intermittent fasting or doing keto, and I think, okay, that's going to help me, and I have real life evidence that that's happening. But what's actually happening is that we know clinically that we have different metabolism, biology, body composition, our lifestyle preferences, our microbiome, which also plays a role in our metabolism as well. So all of these things that are very, very unique to each one of us that are playing a role in our lifestyle. So it's important to, if you can, work with someone individually to see what those things that are unique to you are. And then I think the second thing is we try to do this big overhaul. We try to do everything at once, like it's New Year's, I'm gonna do it, or like, oh, I'm just so sick of feeling like this, I need to make a change. It's like, that's it. I'm going to the gym 7 days a week. I'm gonna just make all my food at home. And so what happens is that, over time, maybe we go on vacation or work gets really busy, so we quote fall off and we feel like maybe we failed. So I think it's really important to take it one step at a time. I say it's about creating health at every point in your life. So it's going to look different at every point in your life. So I would say first, if you can meet with a dietitian, a healthcare provider, that's the first step. But if not, just focusing on one change at a time and building your habits one step at a time around your lifestyle rather than the other way around.
See, then that makes it more like we're going to do it. We're going to stick with it. And yeah, we're all different. You and I were talking about that, something that might work for somebody, just physically can't. What changes do you recommend, doing to your routine that can kind of help you stick to the goal?
If you can, getting a series of tests, so checking your blood work. What's your blood sugar like? What's your cholesterol like? What's your weight like? So looking inside, what's your metabolism like we were just talking about, and seeing what's going on internally so that you can guide those changes for your nutrition, lifestyle, and overall feeling well. So if your car is broken, you're not gonna hit on the gas pedal to make it go further. And similarly, you're not gonna try to figure out what's going on with the hood closed. You're gonna take it either to a professional, you're gonna lift the hood up, and you're gonna try to figure out what's going on internally so that you can troubleshoot it. The second thing I think is important is to take inventory of your mission. So why are you doing this? If you wanna just lose weight, it can be easy to fall off in the face of temptation or challenge. But if you figure out why you want to lose weight, I want to be there at my kid's wedding, for example, that can really carry you through the ups and the downs and when the motivation is there and when it's not. So if it's Friday, I'm tired, I don't want to go to the gym, okay, I'm doing this to lose weight, yeah, it might be easy to not go. But if I'm doing this because, I want to be there for my kids, then maybe I'll go, even if it's for 20 minutes.
That's a good way to look at it. Well, and, you also say support is a good example of, being, able to take on something and stick with it. What are some examples when it comes to that? Like finding a workout buddy?
Yes, accountability is very, very helpful. Accountability is great if your partner can support you, whether that is just the encouragement that makes a big difference, if they can help you maybe take on some of the meal preparation, because, most of us, we do share our life with other people, and so if you can find that commonality to have that support, and then if possible, some sort of medical support. So whether it's a dietitian, a healthcare provider that can guide you step by step to make these changes to help you live better.
Oh, I need you by my side the whole way. Sasha Bayat, we appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.